You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go! All right, yo, man, 15 Minutes of Fame. What's today's date?
Hold on. 15 minutos, you feel me? De fame.
Yeah.
What? De fama.
So what does that mean in
15
English?
Minutos de fama. 15 minutes of fame.
Ah,
15 minutes of fame.
Let's go!
That's the most New York sounding thing ever.
But I'm not New York.
Fat man school.
I'm from New Jersey, so
Yeah.
people always think I'm from New York. But no, what's today's date?
It's the Earth Day, the 22nd of April, 2022.
Okay, so the 22nd of April, 2022,
We
just did something historical. Something that has never happened in battle rap. Y'all actually brought back Grindtime, and it was an incredible night. There's a lot of people that tried to dig things up, like archaeologists, but y'all motherfuckers did it, and y'all made diamonds tonight.
You enjoyed this?
Did I say that right? Was that impressive?
T.O. Rod.
T.O.
Did you enjoy the event, sir?
I was very entertained tonight. I had a great time tonight, and yes, I enjoyed the event.
As someone, because that means a lot, goes way coming from you, someone that literally year-round flies across the world and attends battle rap events.
All different types of battle rap events. And I ain't gonna lie, man, Geechee, and I wanted to see Dizaster and say his name again, because I keep fucking him. Aczino. But Geechee and Clean was the one I personally wanted to see.
Oh, you mean the battle?
Let me just remark on that battle. I think that battle was amazing.
Yes.
What Clean did was so crazy because he just I feel like he's just revitalized right now. But I want to say also one thing about Geechee in this battle. I think Geechee was the smartest fucking dude out of this whole event. Out of this whole event.
Use a puto.
Who understood how to utilize the crowd that he was battling in front of. He's so in tune that he's seen all right, I'm gonna be there, it's a Mexican crowd, I'm gonna come with these crazy bars. Geechee had some shit where it's it just showed you that he's a very in tune dude with the fucking way battle rap works, the psychology of it. That to me was impressive as fuck. When he went off the bat with the use a puto shit.
High battle rap IQ.
Fucking amazing. Super. To us, because we into that other shit and we ain't into the regular fucking shoot, kick, and stab shit. We like that too. I mean, I like that too. I'll speak for myself, but we like the other shit too. We like smart stuff. That's high IQ shit right there, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I think it's just dope because a lot of people were talking about, Clean ain't even finna show up. You feel me? And he, I'm glad that he's getting a chance to show that he's capable of doing solid business, and he was easy to work with this whole process. From the booking to he maintained a high level of professionalism. He never left me with any doubt, but everyone was just putting that energy out there. So it was good to see him reclaim his status because like I said when I was hosting, he was responsible for some of the most iconic moments in battle rap history.
That's a fact.
That Black Lives Matter bar, that stop the bitch stop watching smack. Those are two of the most iconic moments in battle rap. He was literally the URL tagline slogan for years.
The bitch stop watching smack shit was probably
that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, as Grindtime, that shit hurt my feelings back in the day. I was ooh, I felt like that was a gut punch to me. But I loved it at the same time. And obviously there was doubt around Geechee because he's battling Jazz next week. So it's is he gonna bring his A game?
Boy don't give a fuck anymore. He just consumes battle rappers.
Yeah, not only is he
he's not even human. He's not even
here's
human.
The thing. We went to extra measures to ensure that everyone's going to bring their A1 performances. We booked these battles several months in advance. We had them select who they wanted to battle. We strategically came up with matches that would bring out the best in them. And pretty much the entire card, with a few exceptions, rose to the occasion. And those that didn't, that's a downward trend.
Right.
I want to speak to this too. So you see how we put this together and people showed up. They understood the assignment. I feel like we carry a different type of energy with the GTX and the Grindtime shit. It was always about fun. It was always about pushing everybody forward. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's a competition at the end of the day, but these people aren't at odds outside of the battle. I feel like everybody was comfortable, everybody was accommodated. Like even Diz as a battler, that all these guys look up to, called everybody, made sure they were good. Like I saw Clean at the first Midnight Madness event, which was months ago. He was like, "Yo, I'm ready." And I was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? I think people understood what we're trying to do, and also they were put in situations where they cared about the battles.
Yes.
A lot of these leagues play copycat all the time. I hate this shit. And like, our mission is 100% completely different. You know what I'm saying? And like, Diz can speak to that too.
I mean, I agree with him 100%. I feel like at the end of the day, it's all of it's needed. Like the way other leagues book battles too, like because it's all different vibes. You look at RB, they got their own vibe. King of the Dot got their own vibe. Snack got their own brand, bro. Like this right here is its own. We don't like it. Just you can't even tie a fucking string to anything, bro. Because like the reality of it, it's a feeling. And you got to be in the building to know like the diversity, just all of it. Like it just felt like. It was just a real feeling, bro. Like you can't buy that. Like, and that's probably one of the lines that I had at the end. You know, at the end of the battle, like I ended the battle with like a piece where after
You got deep.
I got deep, but I finished the battle already. That wasn't part of the battle. I brought that in last minute. I just fucking wrote it, and like I did that to like just kind of let people know, like it wasn't meant to be a crazy punchline at the end of it. It was meant to be like kind of just to let you know, like one of the bars was. You know, nothing could buy back the time that we had. So GTX is me trying because this is all that we have. And it's kind of that whole thing is that like what we already went through is just, it's a priceless thing, bro. You got to see it today when certain faces popped up from a long time that I hadn't seen in years, bro. Faces I haven't seen in years, I'm like, wow, this was like a bat signal. It's like, it went out and like people seen it and then they showed up and I feel like it's only gonna get crazier, bro. Parable being in the fucking building was incredible.
Here's the thing.
I can't believe he was there.
Battle rap is defined by energy. And like, no matter, you could put 6 figures into an event budget-wise, you could try to stack a card with all the biggest names, but if you don't have that energy, which is fueled by passion, the culture is not going to give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, and then if you look at the inverse of that, of just a bunch of people randomly talking shit in a space, births Midnight Madness. There's like 6 people that got tattoos within 2 weeks before there's even an event, and it's like the same thing that the GTX energy, which is like a continuation of the Grindtime energy. It's crazy that we did this so close to Easter, because literally, you know, like he has risen. He has returned. Grindtime has returned.
Nice.
This aura, this energy that's indescribable and uncontainable and affects people in such a way that, like, you know, people that are watching it, and we put a lot into the pay-per-view. We put a lot into the whole overall experience, curated something that caters to people that are in the building and that are at home. But if you're in the building, it's going to hit different. Like, there's nowhere in the world are events as live as that Grindtime in its heyday energy, and we brought that back for the 2022 era. We gave it a facelift, having Delmon Crew hosting it, like just the optics, you know. That's why Red Bull hollered at us. Like, look, like we're not out here trying to whore ourselves for corporate interests that are going to tarnish our brand ultimately. What we did was we created such a crazy energy that it wound up, the catalyst of that was the corporations came to us, and if they wanted to be down, they have to do it on our terms.
But yeah, let me tell you how mean we are. How mean I am. Both of us. We're all mean as fuck. So is Drect. Drect is actually nice.
Drect pretend to be nice. He's the most ruthless out of all of us.
I'll tell you what, bro. I don't really give a fuck who it is, what you have. We have a very fucking good understanding between each other that we will not be bought out. Dangle whatever the fuck you want. And go fucking suck our dick and go sit in the corner. We don't give a fuck. Our creative control is more priceless than anything you can offer us. You know what I'm saying?
Hold it down like that.
Our creative control is more priceless than anything you can offer us. You know, it's literally the prize. Is this just not taking orders from people, not waiting for a phone call. Like, the fuck, you know who the fuck I am?
Create your own opportunities.
This is my 3rd decade in battle rap.
30 years.
I don't have 30 years, but I'm on my 3rd decade.
We have 80
I got
years.
22.
I
got 22. So I got 8 more to go. You know, but I'm in my 3rd decade. Most people can't say that.
I battled in 1996.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't even born in 1996.
I didn't say 1956, right?
But you know, I think it's I was gonna say self-explanatory, but it's a feeling. Like it's just you see it. Like it's hard for me to explain it to you. Besides, we kept it real to the shit. We're true. We created something that was magical. Even how Grindtime started, but it was like a
look. And this is the thing. Like battle rap also won't work if you don't come in with pure intentions. And everybody that you've seen has success is because they care so much about, because you're going to take L's in battle rap. It just is what it is. You feel me? Not everything's going to be a dub. And like you have to, and I'm not saying this on some give advice shit, but it's like literally the way it works. You're not going to be successful if you don't come in with pure intentions. We came in because battle rappers needed a new stream of revenue. They needed mechanical royalties. They needed situations that were going to feed their families for generations, because they're essentially been getting fucked and didn't even realize it for a long ass time. And that's why we're all battle rappers, like two of us former, and we'll still smoke a lot of people, you feel me? And this dude, like, you know, arguably the greatest of all time.
You showed that to us again tonight.
Yeah,
so,
you know what I mean? Like, and
I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. Like, you know, this is my third language I battle in. And I'm not done yet. Like, that's what's fucking crazy. I am in a battle in the fourth language next year. And
wow.
Just to put it out there, because I have like the most Nigerian fans in battle rap. So I want them to hear this, you know what I'm saying?
Big fans out there too.
I'm coming to Lagos, I'm coming down there. I'm doing a battle in broken English. I already understand this shit like better than I
And we going to Mexico to do this battle again in Mexico.
Yeah, we're going to Mexico too, but just to let you know, like I understand broken English, pidgin, like Nigerian, like it's an African language, right? I understand it more than I do Spanish. So if you think that was crazy, I'm gonna go down to Nigeria and I'm gonna tear this shit the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like they always be going to South Africa and shit, and that's cool. They got a scene over there, but I'm not really too into their culture, to be honest with you. I'm into all cultures.
My boy's going to Nigeria, culture vulture that motherfucker.
Not like I respect it, but like South Africa isn't my style of culture. You know what I'm saying? Like Nigeria is my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, like all the languages they speak. Like I'm with the shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like
green and white flag shit. Come on.
And I understand it. Like when they start talking to me, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around this shit. I played soccer around this shit my whole life. A lot of my best friends were Nigerian. I have people out there. I have family out there that are married into.
It's close geographically
so, like,
to where he's
from.
It's close to. It's geographically not far.
Yeah, not at all. Nigeria is not far. So that's gonna be my next fucking move. You know what I'm saying? And I told myself I would never tell people what my next move is, because the Aczino thing, like other people tried to set it up. I know they wanted to set it up, and it's because I mentioned a year ago that I wanted to battle him, and I should have kept my mouth shut. You know what I mean? Like, and that happened with the Oxy shit almost. You know what I mean? So like,
we got an announcement in 2 weeks that makes this look small.
We can go ahead and just tell, like we're not gonna tell them the truth. Obviously, we're not telling them who we're battling.
In 2 weeks, we're making an announcement.
It would cost you thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
That's how serious it is.
Yeah.
No, listen,
this is $1 million battle.
Fucked over.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you, this was the segue to what we're about to do, bro. This is why it looked like the rollout was meant to be the most epic shit ever, and it is. But this is us. This is just to know how GTX, how crazy this trio is right here. We were just getting warmed up to this, bro. I promise you. I
was one of those guys, like I wasn't seeing, like I even said that on the way out here, like there wasn't a big rollout to this.
Yeah.
You know, it was talked about, but there was no rollout. And I was like, this deserved the rollout.
Yeah.
So now what you're saying is this is part of the rollout.
Nah, it's like honestly.
That's why it's called the prelude.
Yeah, this whole thing
right,
is
so
a
we
rollout.
can't tell you what the next event's called. It's called the next episode.
The next episode.
Yeah, and this whole thing is.
I was.
You know it's the West Coast shit. You know that's what we're getting at. But it's gonna be the game changer. Like
this was a game changer.
But I said the game changer, not a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
When this drops too, that this plays into everything that we're doing as well. The drop is a part of the rollout. Because you gotta think about
What do you mean the drop?
So like look at when him and Oxy drop, right? Look how many views are attached to it, right?
Okay.
How many views attached to something like this?
This is why he's a genius, man. He's right. The drop is the rollout.
Anything that we promote on top of his video is gonna do millions. Out the gate.
Now that's what I want to do. See?
Hey,
we watch this work right now. We just did some office work.
But let me say this real quick. A lot of people don't know this, but y'all are three, like you said, 80 fucking years altogether. But y'all are three of the most knowledgeable motherfuckers. I don't know the word, but
Yeah,
y'all, between the three of y'all, man, with all the battle rap knowledge y'all have and all the years that y'all been around, like, who else?
You're right, because
Like-
we know all the snacks history too, and all the other ones. We know everybody's history.
Yes.
Everybody else doesn't know all our
No,
history.
we don't know shit.
know
Just-
everybody's
we don't
shit.
know
And this
shit.
is next
The
level
real,
shit.
The real
So-
knowledgeable people are the fans in the Facebook groups. They really dictate. They got their finger on the pulse of the culture. They really know.
They
what's
know
up.
way more than you do.
Yeah, way more. I pale in comparison, and that's not even a jab to my skin color. I pale in comparison to the Facebook groups and their vast array of knowledge, oceanic proportions in battle rap culture. I just,
Oceanic
I just
proportions
aspire.
of knowledge.
Look.
I was looking for something that smart to say, and I couldn't think of
Let me
it.
speak to this
That's
too, because
crazy.
Another monumental thing happened tonight that y'all couldn't really experience because y'all on the ground, like, so the commentary.
Right. Oh yeah,
Shout
I
out.
didn't see none of that.
Yeah, shout out. So it was me, Beast, and RX that did
Yeah,
the commentary. So we brought in my boy.
Reese.
We brought in my boy June Pease to help.
Shout out
because
June.
He's bilingual, right?
Yeah.
So and he's like a lot of
Hey,
times
yo.
when I'm not talking to cats like them, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? June knows, like, oh, on this exact date, this was the third battle of the night, happened at 7 p.m. in 1998. He knows all this shit. So I brought him on, and what they were able to do, because Aczino had said, like, he was a little scared about, like, doing the interview after
Yeah.
fully in English. So
Yeah.
what we did during the stream was we provided commentary and then had RX and June translating in Spanglish in real time and jumping back and forth. But it was done, like, I was sitting back watching, it was done in a way where the Spanish-speaking crowd didn't get upset and the English-speaking crowd wasn't like, what the fuck was this? It was more like, damn, like, this is the evolution of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing.
They were able to speak to both crowds fluently, and I was really proud of how they put it together. And I think it raised the bar for commentary as well.
Look, so you
Dope.
can cop the pay-per-view, or for the next 72 hours on the Red Bull Battalion channel,
Right.
you can watch the Dizaster versus Aczino battle
Right.
for 72-hour window.
Right.
You feel me? Which is ill. Like I said before, mechanical royalties through ASCAP and BMI for battle rappers for life on all their content when they battle on GTX through Sony Orchard. When you battle on GTX, you release NFTs through Band Royalty, which is one of our partners, which you wind up getting mechanical royalties on for the rest of your life as well. This is what happens when you rock with us. It doesn't just stop at the battle. This goes on and on and on. We couldn't do this without the incredible team that we've been working with. There's several moving parts that are steering this shit, you feel me? And yeah, go ahead.
I don't want you to get too far away from the royalties and shit like that. Like, can you explain that? Because I've always said, and I forget who, but somebody explained to me, like, battle rapper, the league owns the content,
Correct.
but not the lyrics. So is this what you're talking about? Can you break down the
Yes.
whole royalty
Yes, so,
thing?
like,
Because that's fire in itself.
So there's things called PROs, which are performance royalty organizations. That's ASCAP and BMI. It's like $100 or something. There's other ones as well, but those are the two biggest ones. So like, let's say you put out an album on, let's say you self-distribute an album, right? On DistroKid or TuneCore or something like that. So you get your little quarterly check for $15 because you got 7,000 streams, right? But if you have ASCAP or BMI and you register, you take the ISRC code, I'm giving a lot of game right now. You take the ISRC code and then you register your song through ASCAP or BMI, that you can only sign up for one of them, but then you get royalties. So anytime that song gets played, like on TikTok or any streaming service, or if it gets played on a jukebox in a club or anything like that, those agencies, their job is to track your royalties, chase that money and bring it back to you. If you wind up getting a publishing deal, like getting a song in a movie or a video game or a commercial, then that you're not going to get streaming revenue for that, but because you own the rights to the publishing and you own the rights to your songwriting, you're getting paid off of that. Now artists know that that's what fucking pays their light bills.
Right.
That's what keeps them in motion besides their endorsement deals. Especially because streaming ain't shit. Even if you're super successful, 1 million streams is now like $6,500 at best, and that's if you're optimized on an actual label like Sony Orchard or something like that. If you release your shit on DistroKid, 1 million streams is like less than $4,000. So, that ain't shit. But with the publishing, with the ASCAP and the BMI, you're going to see a lot more of that. And their job is to chase that for you. Battle rappers have never had publishing. We're offering publishing situations every single. So I suggest rappers sign up for ASCAP or BMI. We have a distribution service to distribute your lyrics. Come to fucking GTX. We getting you paid the right way. And I'm not afraid to say this because I'm not doing this to fucking profit. I want y'all to eat. So I hope all the leagues should be doing this. In fact, because this knowledge is now out there for the masses, they're somewhat negligent if they don't, because it just shows they don't really give a fuck about you. Because the technology is there. A lot of these people have experiences within the major label system, so it's not like they don't know about it. And this is what several battle rappers who are more woke have been already kicking this knowledge, but no one's done anything about it. So we knocked down the dough and made it happen. And also through the NFTs. So there's multiple ways we're getting that popular.
I bet you it's this many battle rappers that actually copyright the bars that they spit in battles.
I mean, yeah, like
there's none.
You see how low the bar was. I'm just saying.
So like beyond doing like when you submit your lyrics and your song like through ASCAP and BMI, that is essentially copywriting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're claiming ownership of your lyrics. Yes. It's going through a different process to do so. But at the end of the day, like I said, like I'm honored because I'm working with the two most important people in battle rap history in my eyes. Like Drect is the godfather of the modern era of battle rap, the YouTube era. He set the shit off. We're all midgets standing on the shoulders of this giant right here, and this guy right here. Not only is he such a visionary, because people know him for just being this maniac barbarian in the ring. You feel me? Like what he say? Fucking what do you say? Terrorista suicida. You feel me? Like
they love that.
Yeah, like they know him as that, but they don't know the brilliant mind and the passion that goes behind it on a business level. This whole thing was his vision from being frustrated with not getting the credit, or for a multitude of reasons. Like this dude literally carved the fucking logo, like a fucking Neanderthal on the walls of caves, like Canada said. And
I did the logo with a screwdriver.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You know how most graphic designers use a computer and like other
ain't no pre-made
pens?
fonts.
I used the fucking negative screwdriver and carved it, and I'm like, this is gonna be.
So I'm just honored to have another opportunity to get to work with my brothers and bring this vision to fruition, and
No, I feel the same way. Not to make this like turn into like a
No, please don't say that.
Look, this is what it is. At the end of the day, man, it's been like absolutely like just speaking on Lush first. This has been absolutely the crazy shit watching him work. Like it's. I honestly, I don't want to put any negative shit out there, but I want to say for the people that have worked with Lush in the past, I think this is a good opportunity to see where things kind of weren't where they were supposed to be. When you put someone like him in charge and you put him in the driver's seat, bro, Lush is a different fucking human being, bro, and like he never deserved to be in the backseat of the car or the passenger seat, bro. And the fact that happened for so long is what slowed shit down, bro. And like now, just the way even the fucking car was built, bro. Like the first date was built, you've never seen anybody do nothing like this. There's nobody that's done
It's
this.
God.
He booked the whole entire card, and like, I can't even tell you that it just happened in front of me. The whole entire fucking card. Like, she was like machine gun fire, bro. Like right when we got like all our business straight, we got all the deals right. He's like, all right, I'm ready. Like when the money was available, because he didn't want to make a move until the money was available.
Yeah, I learned from that.
That's what happens when you put three veteran motherfuckers together, man.
I think like, bro, like that's what it is. And like Drect, bro, like you have to understand, like I am a very like chaotic person sometimes. Like my creativity and all that, and like fucking like Kanye West or some shit. Like I end up in a hurricane, you know what I'm saying? Like he's always the person to bring shit back to earth, center shit, level shit. He's the most level-headed dude. Like working with him has been that, like for me, like it's a balance. Like I'll have an idea, he'll say something, I'll be like, oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
He's one of the calmest motherfuckers I know.
We all got this thing, but there's like a crazy chemistry with all of us that work. And I think it comes from just like a long time, but you can't recreate memories with people that like, you can't like recreate something with someone when you have memories with somebody else. It's just so much stronger. Like I can't start this off with something. can't start with some new people. You know what I'm saying? Delmon crew hosting, like.
Right. And that's what
am
makes
I gonna
this
do?
work.
Go get like what are we gonna do? Yeah, unless you're gonna have somebody else host with you, or get this guy to host it. Like you could have a million reasons and try to do things, but then there's this priceless shit that just exists in the corner, and we have our hand on it. Like for me, like Delmon crew hosting it had to be a mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just beautiful. Like you got Melody over here. You know what I'm saying? So many people that have put in work that are instrumental and integral to it, like the building blocks and foundations of this, are like back in fucking in position where they should be.
I got my seatbelt on. I filled up my tank. I'm going for the ride, man.
Just enjoy it.
I'm going for the ride.
We just getting started. Like I said, this is the prelude to the next episode.
Right.
You feel me? My co-owners, it's an honor to work. We like the United Nations over here. You feel me? Like it's like the
literally
Planeteers and all that.
Yo, I want to say too. This is to you, Uncle Ray. Me and him had a conversation like 2 years ago. Where I said to him, and I was like, yo, you know there's room for another battle rap league to come in and completely dominate. And he was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And I sat there and broke down to him every aspect of how battle league to come back, the gap that was there, because I wanted him to understand.
Right, and you understood that more than me and everyone. Like, Drect seen the gaps like before everybody, I could say that. And then he didn't only just see the gaps, because you can see the gaps and talk, because that's what somebody else would have done. Like, most people would have got to that point. But he went past that. And he started creating all these fucking graphs and fucking like presentations of what's wrong and just like fucking actually used.
He's the graph guy.
Like in the beginning when he started sending me this stuff, like he was really busy doing shit. Like he had shit going on. And I had like deals I was trying to close. He just would send me the fucking sheet and be like, here. And I would take it and I would use that shit. Like I used it in a lot of situations where I'd be talking to people and I'd be like, yeah, so this is what we need to do. And it looked like I was the one who knew what the fuck I was talking about, but it was really him who wrote it all. But I understand it now because, you know, we're a team and, hey, I feel just grateful, bro. I ain't gonna say too much more.
Yo, bro,
I'm happy to have this.
Like I know you know this, but what you did between the Aczino battle and the Aczino battle was genius because...
And the Looney battle.
Right. Because a lot of people they might not realize that there's a void, or they might not realize that they needed something until they see it. And I think tonight a lot of people were like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you tapped into this world that I didn't know I was so interested in. Like we all know it was there, but to be able to properly present it to the rest of the world and see Unc like, oh shit. And on top of it, everyone's like, yo, I had fun. It was like,
man, it was perfect. There was no hiccups.
I'm glad y'all had fun.
No fuck ups, no bread mishaps, no timing fucking slips.
Yeah, ask about the business. Like, just ask any rapper. Like,
fuck out of here, man.
They were saying it in my interviews
Oh, yeah?
without me even asking, just mention that.
That's
the
how you
business
know
is
it's
good.
real, man. We ain't told nobody
Yeah.
to say nothing. It's good business, it's positive energy, and it's discipline and organization, and that's what's creating this, bro. I want to shout out to the whole fucking team, bro. Everybody, like, I don't want to miss anybody, so I just want to say the whole fucking entire team and what they have done. It's just been amazing, especially, like, we could have had a lot more time to put things together, but, like, we've been working on this for a long time, but once shit got into gear, it just started moving too
shouts
fast.
to Julio, Melody, Jay, Reese,
Straight up,
Clayton,
everybody.
Bree, Cal,
Pull up
Ajax,
his list with everybody.
Rob Schwartz, Prof Nasty, Smokey Martinez, Plex Rock, Beast Gatlin, and of course Marisa Urbano.
And like, that's why this worked, bro. He just said why it worked, you know. I mean, I'm one of the fucking factors, you know what I'm saying? We're all one of the factors, and yeah, my battle was fucking crazy, and you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You're gonna see more of it.
Crazy.
Hey,
I just want to, after this, I just want to do a quick, like, 5-minute interview about your battle tonight, individually, and then.
I got you, yeah.
All right. But thank you guys for the hospitality that y'all showed me coming out here. I appreciate that. I enjoyed myself. I liked every battle. I enjoyed every battle, man. So, and I'm looking forward to what's coming after the prelude. What is it? What was it?
The next episode.
The next episode.
So just chill.
Hold up.
Let me end with this, right?
I'm about to go fuck your bitch. I'm out.
Real quick, Lush. So for every battle rap league, everybody in the culture out there, like we really putting our foot on your necks. You know what I'm saying? For this year and the year
So
before.
unnecessary.
No, because
So unnecessary.
No, because you gotta understand though.
hey, Drect want to put his foot on y'all next.
Nah.
I was gonna go fuck your bitch, dog.
And I was just gonna smoke a blunt.
Nah,
but this
because
is
that's what I'm saying, yo. We forcing everybody to step their game.
I told you.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
As far as how to treat people, as far as the creativity that they input, and nobody has going on what we have going on. So I want to see y'all step it up. Like, this is what's going to make the culture better and take it to another level.
We was jacking cars. Now it ain't safe for you. Switch like a pussy little bitch. When you see me, I'm white.
Lush 1, Drect, Dizaster. I appreciate your time, fellas.
GTX, bitch, Grindtime's back.
Oh yeah, come on.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.